Welcome back, guys. Sky King here. This is going to be episode 22 of Satisfactory. We're going to get a bunch of stuff done in this video, but real quick, I want to show you something. We're blue. Yes, I know. I went through and I changed everything. I went through all the stuff on the inside and changed as much as I possibly could to blue. I even have this pushed over to a different swatch now, so we can actually change this color to whatever we want at this point. So now we have all this stuff set up. If you guys have an idea on what you want the color of this factory to be, just comment down below. Whatever comment I get, I will make it that color. All that being said, guys, let's get into the video. Real quick, guys, we had some more comments, so I went ahead and put them up in the comment wall. If you guys want to be included on our wall, I have plenty of room up here. I got a lot of room. I can put signs all over this entire storage room if I need to. Go ahead and comment something if it's nice or whatever it is. You know, if I appreciate the comment, I'm going to include it in the video. Thank you guys for all the comments and everything that you do. I really appreciate the support. Let's get back into it. So I'm sure you saw in our first clip, but I went ahead and I add some more stuff up here. Basically, this is going to be the top of the factory, unless I need to add more, of course. But I really don't want to go much higher than what I have already. There's a ton of space up here as it is. But basically, I just add these little windows, and I'm debating on whether I should put one in the center right here. I do want to run something across this. I think I'm going to run something similar to these, like the 1 meter just all the way across up to the top here, to kind of break up this wall a little bit because it is really flat on that side. But I'm going to think about that and I'll get back to that. Basically, all of today's video is going to be about figuring out this side of our factory, because this is kind of a mess right now. I do have a couple of foundations that are the blue that I need to replace, and I'll kind of go through the video as I find them. But I have, if you guys remember, in a couple of videos ago, I talked about having a coal plant. Oh, no, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Okay, I'm good. Well, anyway, so take this. There is a bunch of coal all over there. There's like over 4 nodes that are all pure, I think. There might be one that's normal, but there's a lot of coal over there. There's sulfur over there will help us get compacted coal, which basically can push this over into our actual oil production over there and get us the turbo fuel set up. We have a lot of iron and we do need more steel production. So basically the plan is to build coal over there and get it into here and add a couple more steel, and then whatever we can use for our compacted coal, anything left over we'll figure out what to do with. But we have a ton of iron nodes in this area. Also, there's a hyper tube right here, but basically this is going to be a truck depot over here that'll take all the stuff from this factory back over to our actual main facility. So there's a lot of stuff to get done. We're going to get laying down foundations to see what we can come up with today. Let's get into it. Alright, first things first, we're going to need a platform to work with. And done. Okay, so now that we have that placed, we do already have a set of smelters placed right there, so I'm going to run these steel frame foundations. Sorry, I'm going to run these all the way across here, and basically allow it to put us a bus without having to lift everything, and it's going to have the first set of this iron node being pulled in there. There should be enough smelters to run all that, so it should be okay. And then I just have to figure out another set of smelters for this node right here, and then I should be able to mix everything together. I'm going to probably use the, I can't look at the recipe, but I have an alternative recipe for steel ingots that basically turns it into a 1 to 6 instead of what it was before, or 1 to 5, whatever the confusing number is for the steel, the 45 a minute crap that I just don't want to deal with. So I have all that set up. I don't have it set up. I got to fix it. I got to build it. I got to build it. And I'm going to get back to work, and I'll give you guys an update in just a little bit. Okay, so we got our iron set up, and we're just a little bit away over by those coal nodes that I was talking about. If I ping this, you can already see one right there, but there's one there, another one over there in the back. There's basically 4 of them, like, all right here, and it's going to produce a lot of coal. The only problem is, I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but there is stuff below me trying to kill me. Basically, there's stuff all over every single one of these nodes. There's other nodes in this area as well, so I'm going to have to go through and try to kill all this stuff real quick. I'm not going to bother showing you guys just because every time I seem to fight something, it just chunks my computer for the recording. So I'm just going to do it off the camera. I'm going to clear all this out, and I'll get back to you guys once I know what exactly nodes are going to be laid out here. Alright, so I got the area cleaned out a little bit better. Basically what it is, it's pure, this is a normal, and then I have 2 pures, which I think is coming out to, it's in the 900s, I believe. I don't know the exact number. It's 3 240s, which is, I'm not even going to try to do the math, 720. I think, plus whatever that one is, another 120, so it's 840. Could be a lot of coal. I could also overcollect it as well. I've been picking up a bunch of shards in this area, or power slugs. There is the sulfur deposit somewhere in all this gas. So I'm going to try to kind of like finagle my way up onto this hill and see if I can place it and see if I actually figure out what that is, because I can't really get in there without dying, because it's like the really bad gas is going to kill me really fast. So I'm going to jump up there and try to place it and see exactly what this sulfur node is and see how much of this compacted coal we can get. No thank you, I'm good. Alright, so I did get that miner placed over there, and it is a 120 node, so it's a normal node, which is okay. We can overclock if we need to, but I think what I'm probably going to wind up doing is pairing that with the other normal node down there, so you have 120, which give you 120. I know that's a lot of 120s, but I'll give you 120 of the compacted coal, and then it'll be transported over to the other side where we can run it with our turbo fuel. That leaves us with 3 of these pure nodes, which is a lot to work with. And what I think I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to overhaul our steel production and just make that entire area a ton of it, because let me kind of explain my thought process here. So first I had to figure out the compacted coal recipe, and then I was looking at the foundries. So 40 and 40 is going to make 60, so I'm not going to get even more. There's 2 pure nodes right on the edge of it, so if I pair the 2 pure nodes with the 2 pure nodes over here, I'm going to be getting 440 plus whatever the overage is. So it's almost like 500 to 600 actual steel production, which is a lot to make. And then I was curious, because if I'm going to have all this steel, I was wondering what it would actually take to make the heavy modular frames over here. And really, the encased steel beams is going to be super easy to make, especially with the amount of production that we have over there. Steel pipes, we only need 30 per minute, which I believe is like 1 constructor, maybe 2. And then you have 5 modular frames. It's going to be really easy to make with the amount of iron that we have over there. If you saw the last video, we have like 900 screws a minute. So really making the 200 screws per minute we're already doing, and we could probably even use the rest of it to work with another iron node to make our actual modular frames. So it's a very ambitious project right now, but I'm feeling like I'm going to be actually able to make the heavy modular frames and the computers all in the same place. So I'm going to hope that works out. I'm going to get working on getting all this coal over to our actual factory, and I'm going to get started on everything, and hopefully, if everything goes good, we'll have a nice steel production factory going real soon here. I was like really confident that I'd killed everything in this area, and I'm pissed. Like, I don't want to deal with this right now. Like, seriously, I'm gonna do the only reasonable thing. Man, I throw like a girl. It jumps! It fucking jumps now! Alright, now that I shit my whole pants, time to get back to business. Alright, so we set up a little truck depot. We got a little hypertube now. We got our sulfur going down there, and as you see below me, we are setting up a coal factory. Basically, I'm going to use one of these iron nodes, probably this one right here. It's 240, which should make 16 of these coal generators, which will produce about 120 or 1200 power, basically, for all this. So you have another 1,000 over where we have it already, which will give us a nice little buffer to support all the stuff that's going to go into that factory over there. So I'm going to use this, and then I'll have 2 more nodes that'll run over there to make our steel. So you have 480 coal over there to produce all of our steel. And then we have this normal node that's running underneath this platform to make our compacted coal. And all that stuff will be transported by truck back over to our actual factory. So there's still a lot of work to get done. I have to leave for work soon, so there's not a whole lot more that'll get done in this little bit of recording, but I'm going to keep working on this, and this video should come out in a couple more days. Alright, after getting some more work done, we have completed our coal plant that's only using one of these nodes, and 240 was allowing us to get another 16 of these coal plants running, which should give us an extra 1200 power. So if I come down here, I'll also made everything blue. I think that looks a lot better, just to kind of match what's going on with the other factory. We connect it in with our actual power line. We jump up to a max production of 5,475, which is really good. So we have a big margin there. Our actual consumption is only sitting around 3,000, but our max consumption is at that 4,600. So once we hook up all of our overflow lines for our sinks, and basically we're going to jump up to almost shutting down the plant. So we even need more power than what we did here. I don't want to use any more of the coal in the area because I have the plan for the steel factory to get set up, but we need to figure out how to get more power. And I think what we're going to end up having to do is actually adding stuff into our... Okay, I can't jump for some reason. But adding stuff, adding more oil production, I think that's going to be a big part of it. And unfortunately that means making more plastic and rubber, but I'll be able to find a use for it. If I can get another place with copper and the actual this autosave and the actual copper with the plastic, I'll be able to make more circuit boards. Will allow me help me make the high-speed circuits, as well as more computers if I need to. There's a lot of stuff to get into. I'm gonna get back to work and just get this coal over here to our other factory so we can start our steel production. Move on with the video. Alright guys, so it is like several days later. Like at this point it's almost a week later since the last bit of recording that I did. I had some emergencies come up and I had a lot of stuff that I need to take care of, but I got that all figured out and we're going to be back to recording. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what I was doing before I stopped, but I'm pretty sure that I was working on clearing out this area because this is like cut off halfway down. So that's what I'm going to continue working on. Basically I'm trying to get this truck set up to get all this stuff from over here back to our actual factory on the other side. So I'm going to keep working on this. Basically I'm just running the chainsaw down here and I'm moving this line all the way over to the side so that way it's not going to be in our way. If you can kind of see, like all the way over there, it's in the way, and I want to run the truck down the middle of this, so it's not going to work out. I'm going to get this all pushed off to the side, and then I can start filling up this actual truck supply here, or the somebody's at the door. Sorry, someone just came to my door right in the middle of recording. That was kind of weird, but anyway, so basically I'm just moving this line, and then I'll get back to you guys in a little bit. Alright, so we basically cleared out all the stuff here. There's a couple bushes like here and there that need to be cleaned up. For the most part, this is all organized. I got all the hyper tubes and the power lines out of the way. I still need to make, there's a beam that just spawned out of nowhere. But I still need to make the actual ramp up here a little bit more. It kind of looks weird. I don't like how it looks, so I'm going to redo this a little bit and make it better. But now we have a clean path for our truck to get all the way over here. Oh no, 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 no. Come on, come on. Oh boy. I got to talking, I wasn't paying attention. We're just gonna leave that there for right now. What I'm gonna do though is I need to build the actual depot on this side to connect this plant up to our factory up to the other factory, and that way that can carry fuel to this side. So I'm gonna have to get rid of this hyper tube and clear up this line a little bit more, just like I did with the one before, and I can build an actual what's it called, truck station over here to get fuel from our garage over to this factory. So I'm gonna get started on that, and I'll be back in just a little bit. I really wish there was a way to transport fluids with trucks. I know the train fluid transportation is really dumb, but I wish this would just look like an oil tanker or something cool on the back as opposed to just a box like this. This truck is literally just moving gas. All it does. It would be cool if it was different, but it's alright, I guess. I set up all the lines and I cleared this out. I built a little platform over here. I still need to set up the actual truck station itself and then run the pathways for both the trucks and figure out how to move the fuel from this truck over to the other side. So there's a lot to get done. I'm going to keep working on that, and it should be done here in just a little bit. You know, I'm just going to be honest. Sometimes things aren't efficient, and we're just going to deal with it. Okay, so I ran the line, basically just a Mark 1 line, nothing fancy, from all the way over there to right into the fuel deposit for this. So this should be all good. I just need to make the actual pathways and get my truck out of the ditch here, and then unload that truck and build that pathway so we can figure out where it needs to go. Then this should all be set up, so this should be able to power the truck enough to get it down there and then bring all of the coal and everything back here to make our smelters. So I'm gonna get started on that, and I'll be back in just a little. Alright, so we got all of our pathways set up. Both trucks are running. I just need to switch the load and unload and make sure everything's organized so it's actually, oh, there goes our little bunny right now. So all that's going, both trucks are moving. We have fuel going to this truck over here, so everything's going to be okay. Just a matter of actually getting the coal down to our plant and setting up all of our smelters. That's going to be in our next video. We're going to set up a whole nother steel production and do a bunch of stuff. All that being said, guys, thank you for all your continued support. I'm sorry there was a big gap in the uploads. I'm going to try to get back to everything. I had some things come up and I had to get them taken care of. But it's all good now. Everything's going good. We're going to try to get back to recording. All that being said, guys, thank you. This is Sky King signing off. You guys have an excellent day.